Everybody needs a break from their business. It's necessary for your mental health, your relationships, and your physical health. Hey there, I'm Selena Knight, the Retail Biz Strategist, and I help independent retailers like you to grow their retail stores. Now, if the idea of taking a holiday from your business freaks you out, well, today let's talk about what you need to do so that you can have some much needed time out. My first step that you need to do before you can take a break from your biz is boring, tedious, but super necessary. So number one is to put some systems in place. When you work in your store, then you'll find that you'll often take shortcuts. And they may not always be the best practice. So getting your ducks in a row to make sure that everything will run as close to the proper way will mean that whilst you're away, you're less likely to be bothered with questions, and on your return, you won't be confronted with chaos. So put some systems in place. Number two, communicate how long you'll be gone for. Well, this sounds kind of reasonable, right? When you mentioned that you'll be gone from Monday to Friday, does that mean that you'll still be around on the Saturday beforehand if your team has any questions? Or if you're actually going from Friday evening through to the following Sunday, you need to let them know. Just because you wouldn't necessarily be working in your store on specific days, don't overlook communicating the exact dates and times that you'll be unavailable. Number three, put someone else in charge. If you have multiple team members working whilst you're away, make sure that you actually designate a specific person to be in charge. And this will ensure that any inquiries go to the right person rather than coming to you. Or even worse, no action being taken at all. It also gives your staff a feeling of support and being looked after, rather than being thrown into the deep end with no lifeline. Number four, allow other people to make small decisions. Number four is to give some latitude to your team. They know what they're doing, so use this opportunity to allow them to make small decisions on their own. Empowering your team is one of the highest satisfaction criteria that employees make when it comes to a fab workplace. Number five, sort out your payroll. This is kind of a no-brainer. Your team get paid every week or fortnight. And just because you're on holiday, it doesn't mean that you can shirk your responsibilities. If you're not going to have access to your online banking, then work out who is going to be paying your staff and communicate the decision to everybody. Number six, confirm the roster. Not all stores have a set roster. So to avoid having a situation where your shop is not being staffed correctly, a crisis that you won't be able to fix anyway while you're on holidays, make sure that everyone is confirmed for their shifts before you leave and have backup team members in place for specific shifts just in case of an emergency. When it comes to taking a holiday, you don't want to have to be worrying about what will be happening in your store. If you put some simple processes and systems in place, then you'll significantly reduce any interruptions to your well-earned break. If you've found this information useful and you'd like to download the e-guide, or if you want to share your tips on how to take a break from your store, head on over to selenaknight.com/retail52 and join me in the chat. And if you're looking for a group of retailers to chat all things business with, come and join the Bringing Business to Retail community, where you'll find a bunch of retailers from all around the world chatting all things business. For a link into the community or to chat about today's episode, head over to selenaknight.com/retail52. Until next week, be profitable. Hey there again. Gift Fair season is coming up in Australia. So if you're heading to Melbourne for Read, Life in Style or Kids in Style, come and join me at one of my live events. Maximize your time in Melbourne and discover how you can use the power of being an independent store to increase your revenue and your customer base. In this live full-day masterclass on Saturday, the 6th of August, I'll help you to create your own master plan to increase your revenue and increase your customers. You can grab your ticket at selinaknight.com/live. And if you have a bricks and mortar store, visit me at Reed's Retail Therapy Sessions on Sunday, the 7th of August, where I'll be talking all about where you're losing customers in your retail store and how you can get them back. You can grab your tickets for the Reed Retail Therapy Sessions at reedgiftfairs.com.au. I hope to see you there because I would love to meet you in person.